and just go through the procedure.
So good evening, everyone. I have chosen the restaurant and food industry, but I'm focusing more into the restaurant industry. First, I'd like to apologize. I didn't supply any hard copy of my presentation, so sorry for that. That's a brief overview of this industry. In the United Kingdom, the food industry is very large. It employs 2 million people and has a turnover in excess of 17 billion a year. It is the largest manufacturing sector in the UK and presents around 15% of the total manufacturing sector in the UK. Around 13% of the people working in manufacturing in the UK work in the food and drink industry. Why this industry? It plays a vital part in everyday life. Utilized several times a week for social purposes as well as to eat and drink. Offers society a place to relax and restore, and offer an opportunity to enjoy the company of friends, family, or even meeting working colleagues. That's my personal analysis. The economic factors. How does a recession affect the limited service restaurant industry? As a general rule, when disposable personal income is tight, fast food restaurant will suit better than casual and expensive places, because people will shift their purchases downward and find an alternative. I think the best recession survival plan is having a well-advertised menu and tight cost control in places. Political factors. Economic Stabilization Act of 2008 gives restaurants 2 helpful benefits during recession. Banks have an injection of capital and are being urged by the government to make loans. Restaurants must acquire loans from banks and to make much needed expansion or updates. Accelerated 15 years depreciation schedule for new construction on restaurant saves money as well, because the old depreciation schedule was 40 years. So to make it, sorry, I didn't change it. It's supposed to be in pound, not in dollar. Just a little example how it works. Back in the day, it was 40 years. So you would not say 700 per year, because now it's every 15-year depreciation. 700,000 project, it will save £7,000 a year versus the old model. Social factors. The food and restaurant industry pays close attention to what the society wants and needs. Must add value by being affordable and of consistent quality. Menu is a vast variety of products. Healthier options and brand image needs to be provided. Must be convenient and fast to accommodate the fast pace of today's lifestyles. I've done 4 of the 5 forces model. Threat of new entrants. The government regulation more intense for the larger firms, which have to do with franchise regulations. Smaller establishments are subject to the standard array of government regulations, including zoning, health, safety, sanitation, and building. Bargaining powers of suppliers. Large fast food chains have thousands of suppliers to choose from and select them through a competitive bid process. They can switch suppliers easily and tend to make up a large position of the supplier's revenue. This severely limits the bargaining power of the suppliers. The threat of substitutes. With so many firms in the restaurant industry, low switching costs, similar products and healthy options, the threat of substitutes is very high. And rivalry among existing firms. The limited service industry defines a red oceans industry. Firms compete for market share in a saturated market. Growth, particularly in fast food chains, is very slow, so the customer base is not growing as fast as the industry. This leads to a high rivalry among firms. This is a little table just to summarize the 5 forces. So a high spread of new entrants, a low bargaining power of customers, a low bargaining power of suppliers, the very high spread of substitutes and very high rivalry among firms. That's the main industry risks factors. Events reported by media. So the problem with restaurant is anything can happen. If you make a mistake, somebody will report it in social network, or the word to mouth will go really fast. Tell your friends you didn't like this restaurant, so you would recommend it. The competition as well is a big risk. Change in economic and market conditions, and obviously the financial risk. The working skills required for this industry: communication and teamwork, positive attitude, willingness to learn, technology skills, math skills, analyzing and problem solving, equipment skills, food safety knowledge, and product knowledge. Well, I think, some people can correct me, that I tick all these boxes, and that's why I think I'm suitable for this industry. My long life experience of 10 years in the serving industry can probably help me in continuing into this industry. I started working in restaurant, as probably most of us, in my first job, and I shifted in the nightclub industry. So I've kind of touched every department, and I'm now a manager of 25 employees, so I can help my future. Thanks for listening. Is there any question?